All right, wife's asleep, kids are asleep, let's play some video games. My name is Nat John Smith and today we're playing Timberborn. Welcome back to Beaverome, where the aqueduct of blood is taking over. That looks so weird. There is another, another layer or another pillar of water added to this thing. Come on, do it again. Okay, now it's going down. Well, that's just weird. Okay, whatever. Thank you for all your comments regarding the aqueduct. Obviously, we have to do something here short term. And then we have to think about a more permanent solution. I wanna rather be at the beginning try something. The thing is this, if we remove those two levees or extend the aqueduct by one tile, there are more edge tiles for the water to spill over. Somehow the game works like that. If there are more edges for the water to flow over, the water will flow faster, and thus maybe we'll have enough space in this aqueduct. I know that this was happening in the update 5, but now that they have redone the whole water physics, I'm not 100% sure if that makes a difference now, but we'll just test it. So if I remove this and that, the water has more tiles to flow down, and we could have built a stream gauge to actually have a look at the numbers, if it's flowing fast or not. Theoretically, well, maybe that helps. Yeah, maybe that's it already. Look at that. So this could now possibly even hold the last water source that's still not connected to the big system, but is, here in the old one where we have the overflow over here. Actually, that works way better than I thought it would. In that case, we should maybe just try to put the bad water, this bad water in here, and the good water in there. I still have to redo the whole thing, but I think, short term we could just raise those 4 tiles up, have a levee drop the have a sluice for the bad water, drop the bad water in there, and have the sluice for the good water on the other side. I think I'm just gonna do it so that we don't have any more bad water flowing in this crater here. 19% contamination. That's, oh yeah, well, obviously we just had all the overflow happening from the aqueduct, so that's why that went up. So if I do this now, I'll have to test it. What about? Yeah, you can go down over there, so I can remove that. Sorry, guys. I have to do levees here. That's obviously not permanent, but that's just what we need to do now to have a quick fix. Here, sluice in this direction and in this direction, and more levees. This is now for what used to be this one. Come on. Close below contamination. Don't care about the downstream. Close above contamination. Don't care about the downstream. And as soon as this is built, then we need extra levees here. And, well, probably we want to have extra stairs here so that they can access the thing. Yeah, let's just keep the connection alive. Now that won't work without extra scaffolding. Okay. Do you want to rip this out? Do we want to build it on the other side? I don't know. It's all temporary. Right. Stairs up. Was that necessary? Yeah, it was. So yeah. They can now move on this thing to build this. They could have built everything, those two things from over there, but now they can step on this thing and move into this. And actually, I think I'm gonna unlock the 1x1 suspension bridge and connect this. Right. Okay, that should sort this thing out. We then have to not forget about closing the sluices, but I want to have them build that first. Okay, so that's that. What I started building stuff before I even talked about what I wanted to do in this episode. Well, it seems that this thing is working now, more or less. So bad water is gonna go out of this crater. Well, the one that is in there will evaporate, and we won't get any new bad water in there. At least that's how I think it works. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. So our next two biggest concerns are that we want to have a constant supply of good water for this lake here, because right now, well, this has dried up, obviously. We don't get any fresh new water, good water in there. So we want to have a reservoir of some sorts. And the other thing is the power situation during a dry season. I mean, now we have a bad tide that's going to last another 21-ish days. And after that, we'll have at least 3 days of wet season. So we'll generate power in this time. More than enough power. Hold on, I should do triple speed. But as soon as we have a dry season and they can last up to, I don't know, 30 days, power is gone. So we need gravity batteries. Probably a whole lot of them. I don't know. I will start small and we'll see where we get. There's also the possibility to connect the two power systems via the aqueduct. That has also been, or that's also the long-term plan. We can place, not power wheels, water wheels in there to harness the power of the... Well, that's quite the speed here with the water. Oh yeah, think about that. That's probably the sped up water only starts when the water hits those tiles. So we could get a bad water overflow in the beginning. So that's not a permanent solution, I think. Well, that's a problem for the future. Okay. One thing after the other. So yeah, adding gravity batteries here, adding gravity batteries here is the next thing. Then we'll see if we have to connect the power systems or if we can do that later on. And then I want to start to build a reservoir for good water where we can, you know, plug those water sources in. And I was well, sitting here before starting the episode, the recording, what I wanna do long term. And I think long term I wanna have a giant reservoir on top of this crater that, you know, that looks like a world wonder of some sorts. I really don't know how that's gonna turn out. No immediate plans. I just have the feeling I want to have a reservoir on top of this because that's the highest point of the map. Well, apart from that here, and I just don't want to have, you know, just a cube filled with water. It has to be something special. So maybe this will be a world wonder of some sort that is filled with water. Hanging Gardens Colosseum. I don't know. So I don't want to start this project right now because that's a long-term thing for a little bit later. But I want to have a water reservoir right now. So we have to find a solution for in between. And I don't want to build the reservoir somewhere else and then destroy it again. So well, the idea is now to have a 10 by 10 ugly thing here. Hold on, that's not needed. That was for measuring. I laid down the lowest levees here to you know, to mark where we'll have the 10 by 10 thing. Obviously, we have 2 bad water sources below that, so we'll need to close this off. And, I don't know, place sluices in there so that we can deal with the bad water later. Bad water is good for, you know, for generating power, so I don't wanna close them off for good. Unfortunately, or well, since we play the folktales, we can't build the thing where this is always open, so that we don't have, so we won't get bad water all year round. That's what you can do with the iron teeth. Because we only have the bad water rig and the bad water dome. Bad water dome just closes the thing. Well, we can open or close it, but we can't have the, you know, open it and it will also push or pull bad water out during a dry season. That's not available for the folktales. And this is a, well, it's the same thing. It also seals the bad water source, but beavers can work in there and extract the bad water. So it's a pump on top of the closed thing. That's also nice, but yeah, we won't need that over here. So I was thinking closing this thing off, having sluices all around here so that the bad water can still go out and we can deal with it later on. Build that up high in the, well, air or in the water. And have a good water reservoir on top of this, which is then connected with, or where some pipes from over here bring the good water in there. That's the theory. That's my plan to start to design this in this episode. I'm not telling you that this will be done in this episode. It probably won't. I can't afford to do more than 3-hour recordings all the time. Well, it may or may not happen. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so I should start to do something. Also, bad water is full, dynamite is full, so we're gonna replace the medium warehouse with a large one. Dynamite. Build that, please. Probably also gonna do more bad water tanks. Don't wanna unlock the large tank right now. Bad water, don't know what we're gonna do with all the bad water, apart from explosives. Well, never mind. Right, gravity batteries. Gravity batteries maybe over here, and we dynamite down so that they can store more energy. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Gravity batteries on this height. I'm not building a triple platform because I want to be able to use the platforms below as, you know, to walk on them. Need to get rid of that tree. Stairs down, and stairs down here to remove this. Great. And then we'll have, where is the gravity battery? 400 science, 10 net blocks. I could have unlocked that way earlier. 2 gravity batteries here. This is connected to this building, so power is connected. We'll also need to get rid of at least this tree. And again, I can't move down there. Oh, come on. Okay, while they do that, let's plan the more or less the same thing over here. I mean, we could use the... We already have quite the height here, so I'm gonna use the existing terrain for a gravity battery, though that's temporary. I don't like the looks of that long term. Do I really want to do that? It will look weird. I don't want it to look weird. I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna rip it out again in the future. So what we also need here is power up, power down. And hold on, before you build that, rip this out. T intersection, highest priority on that, because we need the power. Please build it. Come on, 3 logs. And then let's start with 2 gravity batteries over there. Power connection. Come on. 3 logs are already there. Well, also you need to build that somehow, so you need stairs up there, right? Okay, and then we can plan this. So that's gonna be weird because I don't know what we want to do with the bad water down there in the future. I don't want to waste too much resources on sluices, but I also don't want to. I also don't know what we want to do there in the future, so I'm gonna put 4 on either side. Is that? I mean, yeah. And then we somehow need to close this thing, which we can do with double platforms. Single platforms. And then over there, also single platforms. And let's unlock the, hold on, do it. Yeah, I need the 4x1 overhangs. I do have enough signs for that. So this will then, if we put impermeable floor on top of it, be completely closed. We are going to set those to automatically be open because we don't care about that now. That's just as a, you know, foundation for what we are going to build on top of it. It already feels weird. Oh, gravity batteries are in. That's already storing 8,000. I'm still gonna call it beaver power, even though it's horsepower. Yeah, and if we dynamite that down, the storage capacity will increase. Right, so everything's destroyed down there. Connect this with a regular path. And then, oh, hold on, also get rid of this and that. And excuse me, dynamite. We don't have double or triple dynamite because we don't have extract right now. So we'll just use regular dynamite to dynamite this down and increase the storage capacity for those gravity batteries. Actually, I could unpause the observatory now. And also the gear factory, gear workshop. We should have more than enough power for that. Yeah, it's always the same time. When I want to check the power in the system, I click on it during the night. Right. Okay, also close this. Close that. Show me the, come on. And now, yeah, the bad water is added to this. And we still have more than enough space in there because it, well, flows so rapidly. That was a great tip, by the way. So it's confirmed that it still works, even after the water physics update. And now, we no longer have overflow here. Well, during a bad tide, we still have overflow in a wet season. So I cannot yet tell them that ancient Beaverome is good to live in again, but we're gonna get there. What's the contamination level? 32%. From now on, it should always go down. Okay, those gravity batteries are in. This one can store 28,000 and this one can store 24,000 power, so that's something. I already find that ugly. Right. Temporary thing, temporary thing. Okay, did you do the dynamite here? Detonate it. Power now increased to 10,000 on either side. So we'll dynamite it down a little bit more and then we'll have more power. Okay, now I have to continue with this thing. Right. So what I'm also thinking is we won't use the lower tiles here for storing fresh water, because we will never get to it again. I think the lowest point where I want to extract good water is maybe the level where we have the channel over here, should we ever decide to dig through this mountain and connect it. So I already measured this, I can't remember. I think I decided on 6 tiles down from up there. Yeah, that's 1 tile higher than this channel is, that's fine. So 6 tiles down is oh, that's why I had a single platform here, right? So is on this layer, which is this layer, which is then this layer, and that should be the same as this, right? Yes. Don't build that. Okay. So on top of this thing is the lowest point where I want to be able to get fresh water out of this, what is going to be a giant tank. So this is going to be the bottom of the freshwater reservoir. What are we going to do with all the space down there? I don't know. 5x1 overhangs should close that completely. I could just leave it open and we could do whatever we want with that in the future. So that means reduce this to a double platform. You know what? I'm gonna do single platforms here. It doesn't change that much cost-wise. Well, it does. It's more planks. But we then can do whatever we want in the future here with pathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should we ever build something here where we need to feed the power through it or a path, then we can do that when we have single platforms here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I need to build overhangs like this and then like that. And that's a structure that doesn't look very sturdy to me, but I think it's okay-ish. Right, levees. Hold on, I wanted to say that this is the lowest point where we will ever want to be able to extract water from. So we should plan some sluices. If I ever want to feed water over there, where would I want to bring that? Somewhere here. So should we ever want to get good water out of there? Probably never on this side, maybe on this side. The intake will be over here somewhere. So maybe going out is on this side. And maybe we'll want to have fresh water over there. That's a problem. I'm not thinking it through now. But how can I? How can I know what I want to do in the future here right now? I just don't. I think that's okay. Right, I also have to think about how to bring the water in there. This needs to be a closed system so that it can push the water upwards. Which means we will need to dynamite a channel through here. And I think I want that to go... Well, I want to hide the channel then, because I have to do it with levees. Obviously, I want to hide it below buildings. And I think this is going to be the channel. Which is... I can do this, yeah. Which is this. On what height? Do we want to feed that in here? We could also be higher up. That wouldn't be a problem. I want to lower this though so that we don't see it. In the future, Ancient Beaverome probably will have water here. Come on. What? But not up to the top here. Maybe something like this. So there will be water in this crater, but it won't go up to this tile. Maybe to this one. Let's say maybe. Let's say we want to have the water pipe be max at this height or lower. So that's 4 tiles below this, which is so that's 7 tiles below this. And this will work somehow. Okay. I should maybe start to dynamite this down to plan this. Yeah, so this will be the channel. Right. Okay. If that plan fails, then, well, then it fails. I hope you can follow my train of thought here. Maybe I'm gonna do a recap. We'll collect the good water that is currently being spilled out in the lake in a pipe, similar to what we already have here for the bad water. Maybe not all of it, maybe all of it, I don't know yet. This pipe will then run through this mountain and will be extended, and it's closed. Yeah, a pipe, not an aqueduct. Closed system. Will connect to this, what is going to be a reservoir, and then we'll have the water be stored, good water be stored in this reservoir. I left some sluices as an opening so that we can, you know, use the water later on and have it brought up over there through a pipe through this mountain to be spilled out here. Maybe, I don't know yet. Just want to have the possibility to store good water, which we right now can't really do apart from this thing. And of course we can store the pumped good water, but I want to be able to store, you know, large amounts of it in a system where we can use it for irrigation all year round. Oh my goodness. Don't tell anybody what I just did. Maybe don't dynamite a channel into your badwater crater without thinking. So that's not the best idea. Unpause and let's see. Yeah, what's the worst thing that can happen? This will overflow again. And okay, so all the all the bad water that we're pumping over there is now coming back into this thing. So it will take even longer for this to be clean, but we'll be fine in a minute. No, don't go in the bad water. Oh, okay. Everything's good. Didn't think that through. I have to do the last bit later on. Okay. We can continue with that though. Can't remember the height. 7 tiles below this. Yeah, okay, we'll have to count that. Which means we also need to dynamite this, and they can't reach that. Oh, if you want to know why they never cut down those trees, I didn't mark it as a cutting area. Also, I will have them stop cutting down the pine trees. We'll use them for pine resin again. Right. Dynamiting down this for more power storage. Can hold 14,000. Right. While we're dynamiting this down, let's continue with that. Okay, now we have established the sluices where we can have the good water come out again, at least at this level. And after that we'll need more levees. Now with the same height as the mountain around it, so gonna add sluices here as well. If we want to reuse this aqueduct, this is at the height of the mountain, so let's just put a sluice one higher up. Yeah. So if we wanna attach this somehow in the future. Oh, we could do that on top of this channel so that it won't look that weird. Maybe. Oh, that's off by 1 tile. Great. Great. Well, really? I didn't build the input for that. Okay. You know what? The whole thing isn't going to be 10 by 10. It's 10 by 10. It's going to be 12 by 12. I'll be back with you in a minute. I'm just realizing that I do not have to build any of this thing down there right now. I can just build the platform, and I don't need to worry about closing the bed water sources or anything like that. I don't need that. We don't need to build that now. Because since we have overhangs, we can always build whatever we want down there in the future. So this is now the new bottom layer for my good water storage, which is now 12 by 12. So the inside is 10 by 10. Intake probably 2 by 2. Right. And then fill this up with levees. Now we are out of the current water level. Just gonna do an extra layer here and then sluices, and we probably wanna bring the water back over there. Well, maybe. Let's just do it on the same height as on the same, you know, on the same tile just above it as we had before. Close this level. And I'd say this is a good start. Do I want them to start to build that? I think we could tell them to start to build that, right? Also, I paused the game because it was the start of a good season. So let's watch what happens. With our bad water in here. Water is getting, well, cleaner, I think. No. Yes. Well, this one is. There's a whole lot of bad water left in the system, so that's what we're seeing now, I guess. And this is clean already, so we have good water over there. Wow, that's still a whole lot of bad water. That's interesting. Okay, now it dries up, and yeah, that's now we see what we have here. The water speeds up as soon as it reaches those tiles, but before it's there, it starts to overflow here because it's not fast enough. Okay, we'll deal with that in the future. This will now just be a minor inconvenience. But I think the quality is getting better, so the contamination is going down. No, still 35%. What we can't see now is if the other well, if we actually get good water out of here. I think we do, but for that the contamination in the lower system here has to be smaller than 1%, which means the bad water, or the water which has a higher concentration, has to be put in there. Well, we'll see if this contamination goes down and the water level rises here again, then we're good. That's weird right now. Wet season is already almost one whole day. And now it stopped, the bad water. Now the bad water stopped, which means now the quality of the water down there should be good enough so that it gets filled into this pool, which means we should now start to see contamination going down. Well, at least we can see that the water level is rising, which means water is being pushed in there. That has to be good water. So I think it's okay. Yeah, it's now overflowing again. Okay. Scaffolding for our dynamite laying down beavers. Right. Let's continue with that. We'll deal with the sluices and what they are set to later on. Well, I think right now I can just close those. I'm gonna deal with them right away. Close everything. And we're going to open those. Automatically open. I only want to have good water in there, but this should be set via the pipe system. So I can open this for everything, which is not a good idea as long as this is not connected. I'm gonna close this as well. This is now a closed off system. And now we should somehow tell them that they're able to build this with, for example, suspension bridges to go over there. That was another suggestion, that we should use suspension bridges because they're cheaper. I know I can't build them from over there. I could build a suspension bridge here. 1000 science points, sure. Why did they use the 5x1? I don't know. Then they're already building it. And then we could have another one. I'm gonna use... No, I can't. Hold on. I could use an overhang here so that I can build... Yeah, that's not the cheapest thing to do. I can build stairs here so that we can reach up here. And then they'll be able to build the whole thing, are they? They will be able to build this quarter. They won't be able to build the rest. Which we can handle with suspension bridges. Right? No. I gotta use overhangs again. They need to build this thing, which we could achieve with a bridge. In order to build that, they need to reach this tile. But they can only, if I'm not mistaken, please tell me in the comments below. If I'm not mistaken, they can only reach the tile in front of them from a suspension bridge. So from this bridge, they can only reach this tile. Maybe left and right as well, I'm not sure. But they can't, you know, halfway there drop off things to the side. They can't build stuff under the bridge. If at least that's what I think. That's how I think it works. So in order to be able to build that, a bridge would be fine. But then they also need to build this and that and that and that and that and that. And for that we need an overhang. So I think I need to build an overhang on this tile. I think so. Same thing here. Same thing here. I think that's what I need to do. Obviously they can't do that yet. So let's wait like that. Next season is dry season. Okay, this means we will need to use our, well, our gravity batteries will be put to use. And obviously those two won't last the whole dry season. I know. Why is this too far to be reached? Can you not drop something down from those stairs? Really? Don't get that. An overhang it is. Why an overhang? Because we can remove stuff from below the overhang. Oh, contamination now went down quite a bit, so... Yeah. So this is getting cleaner. Okay. Dynamite this. We can connect those two paths. Can't remember how far I need to go down, and this is not reachable. I think I said 7 tiles from here, right? So... Well, way to go. You wanted to do a short recording. Okay, never mind that. It's not a short recording anymore. Dry season started. Demand is 1,430 beaver power per day. Or, well, not per day. What's that, per hour? I don't know. stored in power per hour, right? Yeah. So now we have 22 here. How are we with dynamite? Not a problem. Dynamite is down even further. And I'm gonna pause this observatory right away, because power is not a problem. Science is not a problem. Do I want to do this with this one as well? This is the explosives and metal construction site. Not construction site, industry. Well, power is going down quite fast. I'm gonna pause the observatory as well. Okay, well, power is going down so quickly that won't last. That won't even last a week. Okay, we knew that this was just the beginning. The gravity batteries over here. We need to do that in a way bigger scale. But it's better than nothing right now, and yeah, this is also down. I can start to think about connecting. Great, the scaffolding is in my way. Connecting that. So there's the intake. Hold on. Five by one overhang. That works. They can build that right through this triple platform. I don't want to risk a bug. I don't think that this works. And from over here, yeah, we'll still do overhangs. Why not? Okay, I guess they can bring the construction materials there. That's something. What? Since when can you build from a suspension bridge down below in the middle? I'm 99% sure that this wasn't the case in update 5. I mean, I might still be wrong. Let's reduce it to I'm 90% sure. Also, this is weird. The overhang is now going through the triple platform here. Okay. I'll just go along with it. Okay, we want to have a channel that is 2 by 2. So impermeable floor over here. 2 by 2 channel. Close it. I think we're just gonna use double platforms and close it again with an impermeable floor here. That's a big pipe, but that's the pipe. The upper layer of the pipe ends here. So hold on, we're almost there again, I guess. I think that's it. Don't lower it down anymore. Did I do one layer too much? Maybe I didn't calculate the sluice here correctly. Okay, we can still have the water rise in there a little bit, I guess. Never mind, we'll just use this as the lower part of the channel. But we know that the channel is... Yeah, okay, it's 3 tiles high over there. That's not a big deal. So, impermeable floor here. This is now the correct height, right? Because if I put a triple platform on top of it, we'll reach the lower end of the levee. Same here. Okay, so channel is higher here. Okay, then it just will rise up a little bit in this, on this part. And then we have a 2x2 channel again over there. So that's a levee here. Probably not using impermeable pores in here. Probably gonna fill that with levees or something. Just fill it up with levees, because then we don't have to care about anything. Then I can rip it out one by one and it's fine. Hold on, not over there though. Wait, yes, over there as well. That's fine. We have to think about beautifying this. But this would work. Channel, or pipe rather, and then probably want to close it with a sluice over there, so that we can continue working on this thing. Remove those two bits. Sluices, levees, and close those. And as soon as those are closed, we can... As soon as everything here is built, or at least... Yeah, everything here is built, then we can open this and finish the construction there. So probably higher priority on everything over there. Well, not everything. On everything here. And this. And then also this, I guess. Can't remember how far we built it. Let's say till over there. Then it should be waterproof. Could add another gravity battery here. I have another oak tree that I need to get rid of before I can do that. Oh, come on. The things I have to build to remove one oak tree. Okay, we're at the bottom of the map here, so that's the most we can get of this. 28,000. Right. If I remove this, everything's still fine. Dynamite this. We are going to build another gravity battery here, which will have, you know, the battery thing going down here. Oh, I think this is now closed. Not yet. This, yeah, now it's closed. So now I should be able to dynamite this down. Oh, the tree's gone. Great. Gravity battery goes here. But for that we want to have... I'll pause this for now. Those go. Hold on. We wanted to keep that so that they can move there. Let's keep it like this. Yeah. Okay, and instead of upping the priority of everything other than this, I'm gonna down the priority for the whole thing. So they'll only build this when there's nothing else to do. That's the plan. We'll see if that works. So that didn't work as expected. Well, just because I theoretically closed the pipe doesn't mean that I can't have water running through there if I don't close the rest. So the pipe is sealed, but it can flow above the pipe, because I didn't think. So yeah, please build this thing here. Should be sorted in a minute though, and it is, yeah. So the contamination went up again because of me. Great. Okay, down here we should be at the correct level now. We have a double opening here, which is what we... Hold on. Yeah, impermeable floor is at the same height as this, those dirt tiles. So yeah, we have a 3 high pipe over here, and it gets narrowed down to a 2 high pipe here. That's fine. So that's done. Still have to close this with double platform and levees on top of it. Right. Then we need them to be able to access this. So I think what we need to do is to replicate this thing. I'm gonna use the bridge. Put an platform there. This can go here. Then we can have a 5x1 overhang here with this thing over there, and connect the path. As soon as this is built, we'll place a high priority on that, which means we also need to place a high priority on everything you built upon. Great. Then we should be able to remove this bit and finish the, well, close the pipe over there. In the meantime, I'm bit by bit detonating down the earth over there so that we get more storage for this gravity battery. Power is not so bad. Since we paused a whole lot of things here, power is going back up during the night when there's wind. 20 vacancies again. Did everybody die at the same time again? Obviously they did. This starts to look like something. I'm not sure if it looks good, but it does look like something, right? Still have to connect this thing to the system over there. What we probably want to do is lower this down here, so that we can hide the weird bit. We'll maybe even do that right here. Yeah, I think so. So I'm probably gonna rip those 4 tiles out, which will mean that we'll have a connection between those 2 bodies of water again. Or I could also wait till this is closed and then it should be fine. More or less. Yeah, going through my planks way too quickly again. We have a whole lot of logs though, so I'm gonna unpause those things. My 2 extra, well, we had 3 extra plank, how's that called, lumber mills. One had to go because of the pipe. Don't have the workforce for that. We probably no longer have any haulers. Oh, we do. Okay. I'm just happy that the adjustment here works fine. So that we don't have any more bad water. Well, at least as long as I don't mess up anything. Any more bad water in going into this crater. No, that's not right. We'll have another overflow as soon as the next bad tide start and so on. But, well, not a constant source of bad water is going in this crater anymore. 21% contamination, still not safe for swimming, I guess, but it's getting better. I mean, we all obviously also have irrigation here again, so that's something. Right, they're almost finished with this connection, which now means that this will go. And now, that was weird, but it worked. We also no longer need this, right? So now we want to build 2 levees here, so that this is closed off. Kind of want to have that the highest priority. Then we can remove this bridge, and we can, yeah. We'll have to pick out a nice connection. Should we need a permanent connection here? That's not ideal. Okay, since I wanna continue building this pipe, I'm gonna up the priority for everything over here. Okay, the pipe is closed over here, which means I should be able to safely redo this bit. What was my train of thought? I wanted to lower this down even further, yeah. So that we won't see the pipe here. At least not that, it won't be that obvious. Probably need to extend the structure. Dynamite it. Go down even further. I think this also has to go. We probably want to go down to the bottom. So something like that even. Dynamite it down, dynamite it down. How are we coming along over there? Yeah, that's starting to look like something. I think we can get rid of this scaffolding. And then probably build scaffolding over here, right? You can build on that, yes. Okay, nice. Dry season started. And more dynamiting. Last layer. Boom, there we go. Right. Now. We'll have the channel be here. Then the water has to rise to reach, well, channel pipe, the pipe. This means we'll have to have levees here. And I'm just gonna use triple platforms here, so the water will rise up there. That's double platforms here. And then levees, 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 and now it's sealed. And down there we'll just use impermeable floors. That should be sealed up to this point, and somewhere we want to have our sluices. Or do we not need them? I'm gonna build sluices over there. Just to have an extra regulation. Let's set them to be closed. Okay, now we just need to connect our good water sources over here, well, the sluices, to this pipe system. So this would be the channel. We'd still have to do something with the good water source in there. Don't forget about that. Also the bad water has to go in there somehow. So I'd rather have some extra space to move things around. Don't want to redo the aqueduct right now though. This could be a sluice in the future. So this could be a platform to let the water in. Right, so this looks fine, this looks fine. This is for the water to be able to rise. Then here we could have, let's do an extra thing. Here we could have double platforms. That's a sluice below this. I mean, the problem is now that I don't have a clear access to the sluices anymore. I don't want to do it like this. Now I can see the sluice. I want to be able to see the sluice. Okay, once again, let's check it. This is the bad water sluice. Yeah, this is the good water sluice. Water will flow here, here, up here, over there. And over there it will go to the pipe. Right. Second sluice, same thing over here. This one. This is the good water one, this is the good water one. Yeah, this one is added here. The bad water ones. And then we have this one over here where the water will rise, go over there, go down again. will join up with this and then will be pushed over here. In the future, this will be added, the water source over here will be added, and then it will be pushed up here and go in our pipe system. I think that works. Now let's place the impermeable floors. This is not an impermeable floor. We need a levee here, because the water needs to rise. I'm gonna do an impermeable floor on top of it. That's a waste of resources, but I want to know where the channel is. So hold on, same thing here. This needs to be closed with levees, but below it is the channel. So build impermeable floor on top of it. And this should be connected then. And over here, this needs to be a levee, but it's the channel, well, the pipe. So I'm putting an impermeable floor on top of it, so that I know what happens here. Same thing there, 2 levees with an impermeable floor and an impermeable floor over there. Is everything closed here? I think so. Impermeable floor here. Levee with impermeable floor and impermeable floor. And that should be it. Wow. Weird again, but hopefully functional. Editor not John Smith here. I decided to cut this recording in half and make it into 2 episodes because it would be way too long otherwise. Thank you for watching and hit that like and subscribe buttons in order to not miss the next episode, which will be out really soon. I'll see you then. Have a good one. Bye bye.